as an empath, I am more sensitive to the people's energies around me and even to people's energies that are far away. I live in the US, but I could feel energies of people in Europe or people in China, or even when I look at a website, I could feel the energies of people. If I just look at a picture, I can pick up energies. And it's because all energies are intertwined and interconnected because they all come from that one source energy. And the other reason why we can pick up energies from around the world, even though we're not present, is because all energies transcend time and space. If you transcend time and space, that means that you have the ability to pick up on those energies of the past, the future, the present that is happening around you. And because it transcends that time and space, it doesn't matter if the person is here in front of you or if they're 1,000 miles away. It doesn't matter. And so one of the issues that I have gotten repeatedly over the years doing this blog is that people are always, complaining or, harboring about toxic relationships and how it really impacts them in a negative way. And of course, toxic relationships are going to impact you in a profound way, whether you have toxic relationship with a family, a friend, or a partner. These relationships really drag down your energy where you no longer have anything to give to anybody because these toxic relationships have completely drained you down. It has completely, emptied out your light vessel. And so what I discovered is that even though we have cut all ties with those toxic people in our lives, we no longer communicate with them, we no longer text them, we no longer email them, we no longer see them. Even though we've made those physical cuts, what happens is that we are still affected by that person because we still have an energetic cord that is connecting us. There's an energy that's still being exchanged. And so as long as we still have that energy that's being exchanged, we don't have the space. We can't make room for healthier people to come into our experience. And so it's not just about cutting off all communication with this person. It's also about making that energetic cord cut, like an umbilical cord cut, to be able to allow healthier people into your experience. My favorite analogy about how each one of us can hold a certain amount of energy, we're like this vessel and we can hold a certain amount of energy, is the New York City subway train. When I was working in New York City, I worked there for many years, I would commute from Brooklyn to Manhattan, and every morning and every evening, it was like a rush hour madness where the train would be packed like a sardine and people would rush in the train to try to get a seat. And I tell you, during rush hour, you couldn't even move on the train. You like frozen. And it was so tight that I remember a couple of times I felt like somebody was trying to rub against my chest or rub against my my butt. It was very freaky and scary those couple of times because we were so packed like a sardine. Well, that is what I think of when I think about the energy that we hold. We're like this vessel. This body is like a vessel for the energetic light that we hold. And we hold a certain amount of energy. And so when we are holding onto energetically toxic relationships, even though we don't have any contact with that person via email or text or phone, or we don't see that person anymore, there might be some remnants of that energy that we're still sharing with that person, that's still being shared with that person. And so we have to make what I call breaking the energetic cord. We have to break this energy cord that we're still sharing with that person. This is really, really important because if we don't break this cord, we are still holding on to that energy in our own vessel and we don't have the space to then bring in the healthier relationships. We have to make room. We have to make space, right? That's important. It's like that subway train. I mean, if it's so packed like a sardine, there's no more room for more passengers to come in. It's the same thing with us. If we are so packed here and that part of the vessel, so much of it is taken up by this toxic energy from this other person, then we have no space to bring in healthier relationships. And so the key here is to break this energetic cord so you can make more space for healthier people to come into your experience. That's what it's about. You've got to make this energetic cord break to create that space for healthier people to start coming into your experience. So I actually created a meditation just for this purpose. It's a guided meditation that I'm going to release next week to help you make this energetic cord break that you really need in order to bring healthy relationships in your life. Because, I hear so many of my viewers have complained, and especially like men or women, they say, you know what, I've broken up with this person, but I'm still reeling about this breakup. I can't move forward in my life. Why? Why can't you move forward in your life even though you have no contact with them, right? You have no communication with them. You don't see them anymore. Why can't you make this break? And why can't you move forward? It's because you haven't made that energetic break. That's what you have to do. You have to make that energetic break. And so once you make that break and clear that space, that new person, that healthy person can drop into your experience like that. Like that. It's that quick because the universe has such tremendous power to make all things happen, bring you what you desire in a second. So that's why this meditation that I'm going to release next week will help you to make that energetic cord break. And so try that meditation and let me know what you think. And if you have a story about a relationship that you need to make that energetic cut, share it, because your experiences, your stories, your comments and feedback really help me and my community at large. And if you like this video, please make sure to share it and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to visit all of my spiritual and holistic living tips, just go to my website at yinandyangliving.com. Thank you. Namaste.